This is your weekly rundown for the Edge of Fate, Week 3, starting on July 29th. This week sees the launch of the new limited time event Arms Week, which will have a focus on one weapon each time it comes around. This week will be hand cannons. And much like we had with the previous heavy metal event, as you progress through the event ranks by completing activities, you'll unlock more rewards. Event challenges will reward event tokens, which can be exchanged for exclusive gear and rewards in the reward shop, which include holofoil weapons. Ada 1 will also be on hand to train and test your skills, with time trials and target practice at the new shooting range in the tower. By playing activities with hand cannons, you'll be able to collect combat telemetry, which can be turned into Ada 1 at the shooting range, allowing her to build more weapons and other rewards, including time-limited but very powerful volatile mods. Arms Week runs from the daily reset on Tuesday to the following Tuesday reset. In the Crucible Ops this week, Trials of Osiris makes its triumphant return on Friday, August 1st, with 3 new armour sets for each class, and a whole set of tiered weapons to earn, including the Aisha's Embrace Scout Rifle, the Auric Disabler Auto Rifle, the Uraeus Neutralizer Hand Cannon, the Forgiveness Sidearm, and the Unwavering Duty Machine Gun, with the new Trials perk Fleet Footed. Also available in Crucible Ops this week will be Competitive, Control, and a variant of Cutting Edge. Other non-featured modes can still be found over in the Crucible Director. This week in the Fireteam Ops, the Coil activity arrives, featuring 3 different paths to play: the Divining Hall, the Pavilion, and the Temple of the Queen's Wrath. Also in Fireteam Ops this week we'll see the strikes of Liminality, the Devil's Lair, Proving Grounds, Inverted Spire, and the Glassway. Battlegrounds Oracle, Foothold, Delve and Conduit, Empire Hunts the Warrior, Technocrat, and Dark Priestess, Savathun Spire Offensive, with Onslaught Widow's Core and Midtown. This week's solo ops include Skywatch, the Salt Mines, the Conflux, Creation, K1 Logistics, and Caldera. In the Pinnacle Ops this week, Exotic Mission Starcross, with the Wishkeeper Bow being the main reward, and the Season of the Wish weapon set, the Whisper, with the Whisper of the Worm exotic sniper being the main reward, Kel's Fall, with the Slayer's Fang exotic shotgun being the main reward, and Encore, with the Choir of One auto rifle being the main reward. And as a reminder, once you've beaten the main campaign, you then gain access to activities and world events on Kepler, such as time lapse missions and world tiers, where you can increase your challenge and rewards with Fabled and Mythic difficulties. We also have a new 3-player matchmade activity called the Sieve, which is active every 2 hours with a countdown timer on the map, plus 2 featured weekly missions. Mission 1 this week should be Saturnism, and Mission 2 should be Quarantine. You'll also gain access to the Altar of Relativity, where you'll find pursuits, focusing rewards, upgrades, and exchanges. This week's challenges are Solar Datapad Search Part 3, Vanguard Datapad Investigation Part 3, Datapad Discovery Part 3, Pinnacle Datapad Retrieval Part 3, Pinnacle Performance, Stranded Ritual, Potent Projectiles, Energy Dispersion, and Trial by Firing Squad. If you're a returning player, it's worth dropping in to see Ada 1 in the Tower Annex, as she will gift you 20 exotic requisition orders, which guarantees new archetype roles for pre-Edge of Fate exotics you've already unlocked. Also, don't forget to keep an eye on this Friday at Reset, as its wares have now changed, offering legacy items and 2 exotic armors for each class each week, with a guaranteed exotic class item to boot. For our legacy rotation, the Dreaming City this week is at a strong curse level, which means Petrovenge can be found in Ria Silvia and has the Dark Monastery mission for the next week. The Blindwell features Taken enemies and the Plague Oinamina. The Ascendant challenge will be Ouroboros over in the Affiliates Rest Lost sector. On the Moon, the weekly story mission is in the Deep. The Trove Guardian is located in the Hellmouth, while the Wandering Nightmare is the Nightmare Resortal in Sorrow's Harbour. Nightmare hunts Crota, Despair, Omnigul, Anguish, and Fanatic Insanity. The Altars of Sorrow will start this week's rotation with the Nightmare of Fogoth and the Blasphemer Shotgun. On Europa this week, Praxisi Technocrat will be the Empire Hunt, Cadmus Ridge will be the Eclipse Zone, and the Exo Challenge will be Safeguard. Dares of Eternity Expert difficulty rounds are Hive, Fallen, and Valister Arc. The Scatterhorn armor set and the Lightkin armor set will be available in Dares of Eternity with Weapon Set 3. Chroma Rush, Ignition Code, Grid Skipper, Farewell, Sonja's Tale, Shattered Cipher, Main Ingredient, Long Shadow, Last Dance, Toil and Trouble, Wishbringer, and Last Perdition. The Witch Queen weekly story mission is The Ritual, Altar of Reflection's Choice, and Altar of Reflection's Insight. The Wellspring activity will start the week on Defense, with the Arc Grenade Launcher, Tarnation, and Vazul Solar Scorn Chieftain as the boss. The Lightfall weekly mission is Downfall, the Partition mission will be Hard Reset, and the Vex Incursion will be Liming Harbour. In the Pale Heart, the exotic mission Dual Destiny is still available for teams of 2 Guardians, where you can farm the mission to earn as many new prismatic exotic class items as you like. The 12 Guardian Matchmade Excision mission is also available, with the Grandmaster version granting the Ergo Sum Catalyst and an Ascendant Shard. With this new expansion, all raids and all challenges are now available all the time, and at present there are also no featured raids or dungeons each week. The only ones available for powerful gear are the new raid, the Desert Perpetual, over on Kepler, and dungeon Sundered Doctrine, which can be found over in the Throne World, with the exotic linear fusion rifle Finality Zaga up for grabs. The exotic mission rotator will be Node Override Avalon, with Excalibur Exotic Glaive being the main reward, and the Season of the Defiance weapon set. The exotic missions The Whisper and 0 Hour will also be available in the Legends tab. And that's it for the third week of the Edge of Fate. Thank you for watching. Allons-y.